Hello, Jessica Viewers, back with another Lone Ranger review, and this is my last Lone Ranger review, sadly. And this is set number 79107. It's called Comanche Camp. It has 161 pieces. It's recommended for ages 7 to 14, 3 minifigures, and retails for $20 in the US. And as always with all the other sets, I got this from Walmart.com. And now let's take a look at the packaging. So here's the packaging, and it's very thin, and it's as thin as, basically, it's the same size as the TMNT $20 and $25 sets, because it's basically the regular $20 size, but except thin. And here's the back full of the play features. And it does come with one of these instruction booklets. And here's the Lone Ranger. He's the same as all the other sets except the one in the mine set. And he has some nice printing on his torso and on his legs, and here's his back. Still loving this hat for him. And here's Tonto, and he's the same version as all the other sets except the mine set. And he comes in all the other sets except the Cavalry Builder set and in the Lone Ranger poly bag. And he's just a really cool figure, and he comes with that tomahawk. And I don't really mind getting a lot of him because he comes with so much cool pieces. Like, I like that crow piece especially. And here's his back. And you could, of course, take off his headpiece, and it reveals his front, his back torso printing and his back face and his front torso printing. And here's only an exclusive minifigure of the set, Chief Red Knee, and he's really cool. I love his torso printing and his leg printing. And he does come with this new hairpiece, and it's just really rubber, like all other new hair pieces in this actual theme. And here's his back, torso, and head printing. So he does have a double-sided face. And here's his hat. And it's really detailed, which is really cool. And so here's all the parts of the set. And the teepee, once I do a zoom up, you probably can't see this. So the teepee, it does have these two top parts. And the only part I don't like about that is there's a blue Technic piece that sticks out in there. But otherwise, it's really cool. And of course, there's printing all around the teepee. Now let's do a close-up. And so there are a couple parts of the set. And the first part is this little, I guess, weapons holder, and it's just really a throw-in, and there's a bow and arrow right there, a spear, and then a quiver, and so that's really cool. The only part I don't like about it is that there's a blue piece right there, which kind of sticks out, because it's kind of like a dark color scheme, except for that blue part and this little red part, but otherwise it's just a neat throw-in. And there's this little canoe, which comes with a paddle, and of course you could fit a couple minifigures in there. And these actually came in a lot of the older Islanders pirate sets, and so they're just starting to resurface, which is pretty cool. And then there's this scorpion pit, and the scorpion pit is probably one of the cool parts of the set because it's kind of like a ditch, and you could stick a minifigure in there, and they could fit in pretty well. For example, here's Tonto, but there's scorpions inside there. So the play feature of that is that if you press this lever back here, the scorpions kind of like jump out, and it's kind of hard to get them all out, but it's still a pretty cool feature. And so here's the detail all around there. You can see there's some front detail, some back detail, and here's that little lever, and some side detail. And there's a little bone right here on the side, which is just a cool, neat detail part. And there's the inside of the scorpion pit. And then finally, we have this teepee, and here's the opening to it. And on the other side, there's an opening. And I didn't really pop it open yet. But you could basically open and close it if you want by taking it off this little hinge right here. And right here. And then there you go. And it reveals the inside. And inside there's really not that much. There's just a little fire part, which is a little bit disappointing. I wish there would be maybe not even a bed, but like someplace to lay on. And it would just bring up the piece count. So I'm kind of disappointed that LEGO did that. It still looks pretty neat inside, so you can put your own stuff in there. And it's a little bit spacious. And here's how it looks right there, and then that's really it for the set, and now let's take a look at the final verdict. Overall, I actually think this is a really cool set, but probably the weakest out of the Lone Ranger line, and it's mainly because there's not really nothing exciting in the set. I mean, the actual tent piece is really cool to have two of those like sail pieces, but otherwise that's probably the best part of the set. The only exclusive figure in the set is Chief Red Knee, and the other two figures are super easy to get. And I do like the boat piece, though. That's kind of rare, too. I forgot about that. And I wish I would have probably put a little bit more pieces. I know the tents take up a lot of the piece count. And so I do rate this set 8.5 out of 10. And that's it for this review, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.